Hey guys, it's Lorna. So today I wanted to go over some of my running essentials, the things I just cannot live without as far as running goes and preventing injury. So let's just jump right into it. First, I'll start with the attire, so workout clothing. I definitely recommend getting a really good quality sports bra. My favorite brand is Lorna. This is one of mine. I have like a million from them. It's kind of an unhealthy addiction, but they're a little bit more expensive than you'd find at a place like TJ Maxx or Target, but they're so worth it. I mean, I always pull these out before I pull out any other sports bra from my drawer, and I cannot recommend them enough. Another thing you're really going to want to invest in is good quality running pants. I've gone through many pairs of the cheaper stuff and it just cannot compare to good quality, and there are ways to get it for less money than you would spend at, like, let's say Lululemon, or even Lorna can get kind of pricey. So my favorite brand is the brand Zella. They sell them at Nordstrom. This is one of my pairs. Again, I have a lot of pairs of them. But at Nordstrom Rack, they go for like $22 or something. So they're extremely affordable. Or you can get them at any normal Nordstrom store for full price. And they have some good sales too. So if you have your eye out for them, you can get them at a good price. My next running essential is kind of a dorky one. My fiance gave me so much grief when I bought this, and I don't wear it all the time. I'm gonna be honest, I don't wear it all the time, but when it's really sunny out, you are gonna want something on your head to protect your face and just to protect your eyes from the sun. And I don't really wanna wear sunglasses when I run. So I got a visor. This is just a very plain Under Armour visor. Again, it's kind of dorky, but you know, with a visor, you can have your ponytail above it. And I don't know, I like them. Some people might not, that's just my preference. And the last sort of clothing item would be shoes. I cannot stress enough how important it is to have a good quality pair of running shoes. And I don't just mean going to Sports Authority and picking out the cutest pair. I mean, go to a running shop, because they will fit you based on your foot size, your arch, how you run. They will literally watch you run and they will tell you, okay, these are the brands of shoes that are gonna work best for you. I started out with Mizuno's, which before I started running, I had never heard of Mizuno before. I loved them. When they updated the shoe, it didn't work for me anymore. So I had to switch. And for me, the best bet was Nike. I'd say for most people, there's gonna be another brand that's gonna work well for you. But for me, this is just what happened to work, which I'm fine with because they are a cute pair of running shoes. So I just got the plain black ones. Wrong side. I just got a pair of plain black ones because I had pink ones before and they were just really hard to match and it drove me crazy. So like I said, go to a running store, ask for help, try on different pairs. They'll give you 2 different pairs of shoes, 1 on each foot, and they'll have you go run down the block, run back, and you can narrow it down that way. And again, I cannot stress that enough. It is so important. If you don't have a good pair of running shoes and a pair of shoes that's going to form to your foot and correct your form, you are going to get injured. It's just a matter of time. It happened to me. It's happened to many of my clients, and it's just very important. If there's anything you're going to invest money in as far as running, it's going to be the shoes. So next up, I have some of the things that I just wear that aren't really clothing. They're more like functional. So I have this Fitletic belt. Totally dorky. It's not quite as dorky as a fanny pack, but it's almost there. The reason I love this brand is it just seemed to fit me better. I've gone through a few different brands. I think Nike, I had a Nike one that was a lot thinner and just like a flimsy piece of fabric, but I like this one because it even fits my iPhone 6 really well. It's tight with the iPhone 6, but it does fit. And then also there are water bottles that I don't have with me. They're probably in my car, but they're like little 6-ounce water bottles that slide on. So if you're running a half marathon or just a longer run in the heat and you know that you're gonna need some hydration, this is an awesome option. I like these because I hate wearing armbands. I hate them. Maybe it's because I have small arms. They always slide off of me. They're uncomfortable, they get sweaty and gross. I just don't like them. So fanny pack it is for me. Next up, I have the tried and true Polar watch. Why is it yelling at me? It's yelling at me, I don't know why. But the Polar watch. I don't wear this all the time. Again, I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of lazy sometimes. So if I'm running and I wanna know my heart rate, sometimes I'll just do it the old fashioned way. But if I'm on a longer run and I know I'm gonna wanna keep track of my heart rate, especially on hills, I like to see how high it gets and then how quickly it comes back down to a normal heart rate. I will wear this. This thing is awesome. These are way more accurate than other wristband heart rate monitors just because of the chest strap. It's closer to your heart, so you're going to be able to get a more accurate reading, even though it is a little less convenient than some of the other options out there. As of now, nothing is really quite as accurate as these guys. Last but not least, I have my handy dandy foam roller. These things are a godsend for a runner. This is another thing that if you're going to invest anything into your running, this is so important. These I think are $40 and you can get less expensive ones that are just straight foam. I just find that they break down really easily. You're going to start out at a lower density with these and then work your way up. So if you go on Amazon, they're usually white would be the lowest density, and then there's black ones, and then these guys. These are also very travel friendly because they're hollow. So if you're traveling for a half marathon or something and you know you're going to be tight and you're going to need some foam rolling in your life, I cannot recommend this enough. I also recently invested in the spherical version, which is good for getting into your calves or an area that might not be quite as affected by this guy right here. Another thing that I cannot live without with my running is a running tracker. I've tried a few different ones. I've tried the Nike app, I've tried Map My Run, I think that's what it's called. But the one that I love the most is called Runtastic. This is the one that's worked best for me. This is what it looks like. It's kind of hard to see with the lighting because it's so bright. But it's pretty cool. If you go into your history, it shows you all of your runs and it lets you challenge your own runs. So like for example, I'll do like a mile on the track and then a couple weeks later, I'll go and challenge that mile that I did to see how I do in comparison. So if you're gonna do sort of repeat runs, this is a really good app for you. And also it breaks down your activities as far as your pace, your speed, your max speed, your elevation gain, elevation loss. It also tells you how much water you need to drink to make up for the run. So like I did about 5.5 mile run the other day, and that one says dehydration 26 ounces. And so it kind of wakes you up and tells you, okay, you need to go drink water or else you will be dehydrated, because hydration is also key. Again, there will be another video on that as well. It's on my list of things to do. I have a big list. It's growing rapidly by the minute. But yeah, it also sort of break down the run, tell you where you were the slowest, where you were the fastest. This was a particularly slow run for me, so there's lots of glitching in there. There were a few little hills, but yeah, it's a really useful tool. I really enjoy it. It's good to sort of reflect on your past runs and see your progress. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave me a comment telling me of any of your running essentials, maybe something that I should try, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!